If this movie was a cup of tea, it would be coffee. And if that doesn't make any sense, don't worry, because nothing in this movie does. We saw the Avengers, so you know what that means.
How did Schwarzenegger grow a baby in his belly? Rock a rhinestone vest while ripping Justin to Kelly. Or maybe see a burlesque show with Nick Crow and take a boat with speed to hitting cruise control. J-Man, Big Paul in the beautiful June. Gonna take you from the goob all the way to the room. Ran the games of Street Fighter, helped to blow off steam. Just a sucker punch the odd life of Timothy Green. Sharknado, the birdemic, how we staying alive. They call it in the badass and he's on the line. Cranking 88 minutes cause they cool as ice. Cause a bad Jim Varney looking kinda nice. Paul and June getting literal, Jason is getting laid. June is making sure all the monkey shots getting paid. They judge a bunch of movies while they making the grade. Here's a real question for you, how did this get made?
Hello, people of Earth! And hello, people of New York! We are back in New York at the historic Casper Podcast Lounge, where podcasts have been broadcasting live for decades. So excited to be back here. We have a great movie in store. Not a great movie that was made, but a great movie to talk about, because this one defies a lot of expectations. Plot, story, characters, all of those things. But to talk about this movie effectively, I need to introduce my co-host. Please welcome to the stage, Jason Mantzoukas!
What's up, jerks?
How are you, Jason?
These are just beds.
We are on
These
beds.
are just full-blown beds.
For the people listening at home, we are not in chairs. We are on 2 day beds, and not any day beds, Casper day beds.
And that's the thing. We're here at CPL, right?
The Casper Podcast Lounge.
You know, and right after CBGB's went under, I was like, this is still left. Thank God.
We're in the
Old school New York venue, CPL!
Hogs and Heifers might have closed, but CPL is still staying
Casper
open.
Podcast Lounge.
The couches are so comfortable we might fall asleep during the podcast.
The couches are so comfortable because they are beds.
Please welcome my other co-host, the beautiful, the talented Jude Diane Raphael.
Hi.
Welcome, June.
Wow.
June, how is this comfortable for you?
It's really comfortable.
All right. You're good. All right, great.
I have
15 pillows.
I had been laboring under the belief that these mattresses were made of the corpses of Casper the Friendly Ghost.
They're so soft, they feel like ghosts are inside.
Like they are ghost corpses. Ooh, sleeping on us like a lovely ghost corpse.
The only mattress company with dead ghosts inside.
Yep.
I guess all ghosts are dead.
And they say up to 10 ghosts go into every single Casper mattress.
And they're not just, it's all different types of ghosts. Old ghosts.
Well, it's also a process. Making the mattresses is a process that kills a lot of ghosts.
Well, and that's like they're made of double ghosts that have been killed.
Yeah, they were ghosts, and then they were killed. They were hunted and killed.
That became ghosts,
but then the ghosts were killed.
Yes.
And so now they're double ghosts.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert! But you'll find out when you see Ghostbusters, the new one, that they're basically just catching ghosts for Casper mattresses.
And I'm not sure if this is what Casper would like us to be putting out there, and in fact, I'm certain they don't. But every single one of their mattresses is haunted.
By a friendly ghost.
By a friendly ghost.
Yeah. Which is a very big difference.
Oh,
you don't want an
so
evil.
great.
I mean, yes, every now and then you will get an evil ghost in there, and that's 1 out of 100 mattresses.
Which is why the mattresses are so popular with the lonely. also known as people who listen to podcasts. So welcome to the Casper Podcast Lounge.
We have a very special guest joining us tonight. Our guest tonight is someone we've been wanting to have on the show for quite some time. You know him as the host of The Best Show. Please welcome Tom Scharpling. Welcome, Tom. Welcome. Have a seat right there.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. How are you, Tom?
I'm good. Listen to that completely measured applause for me being here. They heard Tom, and then the only thing they wanted to hear after that was
Cruise!
mess middle ditch. And then it's like, oh, no.
People are very excited to see you. Very excited. Let's get into this movie, The Avengers. It's a remake of the British
God.
TV show The
Thor,
Avengers.
Captain America.
No. Wrong Avengers.
Wait,
wrong.
what?
Wrong
Wait,
Avengers.
what is it?
Ultron.
What is it?
What
is it?
It's a remake?
It's, yeah.
What is it?
And we're off.
What is it? What is it?
It's a remake of a British TV show called The Avengers.
Like an old, like back in the day, there were a lot of British TV shows about like The Man from U.N.C.L.E., The Saint, this one, that were like James Bond for TV.
Okay, this helps. So, was this weather idea just an episode of The Avengers?
Wait. Like,
I don't think
did
so.
they take an... Like, it's not...
Like, did they take an episode and make it into a feature?
No.
Okay.
They just took the characters and they updated them into this great plot about someone
Do you
stealing
want
the
to be
weather.
sitting on this blanket? Is this
No.
part weird for you?
This feels like a blanket in a hotel room that you need to remove immediately.
Yeah. This like.
But you don't want to
a
because
black like
Casper's
this
a great
blanket.
sponsor. Casper's a great sponsor and all their blankets are really clean.
Sure, but I'm gonna come on all these mattresses. That's just a promise that I give all mattresses.
Yes, so it is a remake of a British TV show, and there were 3 female leads, I believe, throughout the run of the show, like Honor Blackman, Diana Rigg, and then someone else. Sorry that I don't know that person's name. But
That poor woman.
that poor woman. But yeah, so I always say like there's certain signs that we are going to be dealing with a bad movie. One of them is when the movie can't even make 90 minutes. This one comes in at like a tight, like 84, under 90 minutes.
It's not a tight 84.
No.
It is. If you had told me I had spent the last 4 hours watching it, I would have been like, I think so.
I had many moments where I thought, listen, June, listen harder. You must have missed something. And then I thought, go back. I have to, I texted you, I have to rewind and start at the beginning. I've missed something that is so important. And I was too lazy to do that, so I didn't. But
I have an update. You missed nothing.
Yeah.
What you were wanting to get was at any point somebody giving a coherent explanation of what was going on in the movie that you feel like you must have missed. That never happened.
That never happened.
Tom,
I watched the movie twice
So
because
sorry.
clearly the first time I watched it, I had that exact same reaction. I was like, I must have fallen asleep during this. Apparently, it's not been fading in and out. And I was like, I can't think of one thing that I just saw. So I watched it again. It's like, I think I understand it less now the second time. Like it's becoming something you're not supposed to question.
I will say the movie feels like a Jenga tower that has been being played for many hours. So many missing pieces, but yet it's still like, oh, that's a tower. That is definitely a tower, but I don't understand how it's standing because all the important structural pieces have been removed.
Or if you were to be like, oh, you know what? I had a dream last night. Here's what happened. So, I was a spy, and then there was a woman, and she had a twin, and then it was raining,
Oh, and then it was snowing.
And then the first James Bond was there. Like it just like none of it progressed in any way that made sense.
Well, I couldn't come up with even a theory at the end on why.
So what do you think now that you've had time to percolate?
Honestly, I don't have much. I think Sir August,
Sean Connery.
wanted to control the weather.
Yes.
Which
is also a sign of a bad movie. Controlling the weather, I think.
Okay, but here's what I can't land on: for political purposes and just, or for financial gain. I genuinely don't know financial gain.
Yeah, I think it really comes in like the third act when he's basically like, "You're gonna have to buy your weather from me." So he's gonna be like the Time Warner Cable of the weather, where like. Depending on where you are, you have to get your weather from him.
Let's
and
hear.
It's gonna suck.
Let's
and the customer service is awful.
Let's hear that his diabolical plan as he's dressed in a giant kilt. Sean Connery dons many a costume in this movie.
Yeah.
Guess what doesn't fill me with like dread about a villain? Bagpipes. I'm like, oh, your nefarious plot is announced with bagpipes.
And again, this is late in the third act of the film where the major plan that would be kind of fueling the whole movie is revealed very late, within maybe 20 minutes of the end.
Oh, yeah.
Now is the winter of your discontent. Above you, the weather is changing. The temperature is dropping.
All the screens are the same shot.
Why? Because the weather is no longer in God's hands, but in mine. I have set off a chain reaction that will paralyze and ultimately destroy the city. The countdown has already begun. This is
Why?
They do
Why do we have a dick shot?
Shut up!
close-up of a codpiece.
Hundreds of millions will die. They'll drown, burn, freeze. You and your governments have no choice. You will buy your weather from me.
Okay.
And that is the plan.
Oh, and by the way, you have until midnight.
Now, if you haven't seen what just happened, he takes his walking stick, hits a giant globe, and the globe seemingly flies so far out of, like, it's almost like
he was
Mickey
hitting a
Mantle.
baseball or something.
Not a 3D movie, also. Like, the kind of thing that would be the cheapest thing in a 3D movie. This was never in 3D.
Meanwhile, Jim Broadbent is sitting in front of a bank of surveillance cameras that are watching all of this. Each one of them is the same shot. So, like, they don't have, like, cameras all over giving, like, here, and here's what's over here, and here's what's over here, and it's like, oh no, you've just got a bunch of screens showing the same shot.
Well, my issue was this. It seems to me that the UN was ready for this meeting. It was like, okay, first order of business.
I don't think that was the UN.
I don't know what that was.
I don't think that was the UN. I think that was something else.
Well, they all seem like they were dressed in different costumes.
No, yeah, they definitely represented different countries.
Do you think there's a chance that Sean Connery just showed up dressed like that day? And they were just like, we need to change what everybody else is wearing because he's wearing a kilt today.
I'll go
and
one
he will not
further.
take it off.
I'll go one further and say he showed up dressed like that every day, and that's the one day they let him do it.
Yeah.
Well, I will then add to this and say that I feel like this character that Sean Connery plays is the closest to actual Sean Connery, the man.
Yeah.
Like, there is something about him, like, yeah, take away the weather machine. I think this is Sean Connery.
Yeah. Also, just like, meets a woman by grabbing her by the throat.
Why did he do that?
He literally grabs, we'll show that scene in a little bit. He grabs a woman by the throat.
He comes up from underneath and goes straight for a hand wrapped around throat and then a ton of sexual innuendo.
None of it which works because the movie is so full of sexual innuendo that then it becomes no innuendo. It's just...
And yet I honestly don't think I've ever seen less, almost negative sexual chemistry between two people. Like they were being repelled from each other.
That stands for
Across
every
the board.
single person. Like, to me, the most fuckable character is the old
Father?
lady Alice. His father, yes. Oh, father. You dirty little minx.
Well, obviously, would it change it for you if the original casting, as it was originally intended, to be Mel Gibson as John Steed and Nicole Kidman? That was the original powerhouse of sexuality.
I thought, I hate to say this, there's such a height disparity.
Between Uma and Rafe?
Yes. The one scene where they kiss at the end, they're eye to eye, and there's no way, unless he's like standing on a hill, that would ever happen.
Do you feel like it is like uncomfortable when a woman is taller than a man? Like, and they are together?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't feel that way.
Okay.
But I guess maybe I don't want to watch the courtship of it.
Yeah.
Because I don't. I know that to be, true. I'm a tall woman. I'm probably just as tall as you.
Maybe.
Okay,
Ooh.
but it was interesting to watch her because I actually felt when she was in regular civilian clothes and those Chanel suits, it felt weird. Like I only felt she was comfortable in the leather jumpsuits. Like that's when I felt she was at rest.
Totally. And from this movie, what I know is she brought him to set every day in a backpack.
Kind of like Luke carrying around Yoda in Empire Strikes Back.
He rode on her back.
I don't know the stats on his height, and I don't walk around feeling this. I really don't. I'm happy to accept a height disparity in a couple,
But just
I really am.
It's not for you.
Oh, God, no.
I have been out at outdoor cafes with you, and you'll point to people
brag.
in the street. Well, June will point to people.
No roofs.
We'll be out at outdoor French bistros, and June will point to people and go, if they're under 5 feet, ew, 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 ew. So it is a constant.
To be fair, a lot of those are children.
Yeah, you have no respect for children at all.
Why are they
Because it's
so
not about
small?
a man being tall, it's about just height.
Do you watch Game of Thrones?
No, but
Okay.
I
was going to say there's a whole Sansa Stark, Jon Snow reunited this week, and she towers over Kit Harington. Like Kit Harington's like, oh my God, you're back!
So who was supposed to be in the movie originally?
Mel Gibson and Nicole Kidman. Now, speaking of Game of Thrones, originally it was going to be directed by David Fincher, and he wanted Tywin Lannister.
This was?
Yes. And he wanted Tywin Lannister to be...
Charles Dance?
Yeah, to be James Steed. So that guy. So it could have been him.
Oh, can you imagine? He would have been great.
So, but no.
If it was Mel Gibson, he probably would have just like teamed up with Sean Connery and been just like two shitty dudes deciding to like ruin Earth together.
I think that Mel Gibson would have refused to have done the British accent. Like, I think, we don't need to do that. I'm a British spy. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Oh, yeah, it's me. It's me, John Sneed.
Here's a Three Stooges reference. Let's go. Let's shoot this thing. So, the whole movie, we reveal the plot at the end, but here's something that you guys should know. The movie was 120 minutes that was cut down to 85. That's what happened. And the reason why is because they test screened this movie to an audience of Spanish-speaking people.
Its intended audience.
Not in subtitles. And the ratings were very bad. And so the studio freaked out and they decided to make this cut of the movie, which cut out giant plot holes of this, or filled in a lot of plot holes, obviously. Because it's 85 minutes, and every scene I'm like, well, wait, how did they get there? Why did they go there? It doesn't make any sense to me.
How did they get away from there?
Yeah.
They get away from Sir August 3 times.
At the very least.
1/4 of the movie consists of people waking up on a couch after having been knocked out during a fight, and just someone tending to someone as they wake up on a couch.
And you have no idea how they got there and why they're not mad. Like, wait, you knocked me out in the snow. Now we're here on the couch, but I'm not going to tell you that you knocked me out in the snow. We're just going to keep it real subtle that only the audience knows this and I know this, but the characters never share.
Are we to believe that Uma Thurman 2,
Yes.
Tuma Thurman,
There's 2.
I'm real happy with that. Are we to believe that Tuma Thurman is the result of Sir August's cloning program from years ago?
Yes.
But like we never really get into that, right? Because once they discover it, Tuma Thurman is straight up murdered.
Did you, in your second viewing, did you understand?
Again, I understood less of that.
Okay.
And I just now understand that was some clone. I'm
I
still not
didn't
even
get that
clear.
at all.
It's a clone of
I
it.
They
didn't
show
get
a
that at
sheep
all.
with 2 heads at one
I'm
point.
sorry,
okay.
do you not remember the Invisible Man?
Oh, yes.
Giving us an exposition
But
dump
why
with
did
files?
it almost seemed like Uma Thurman knew that Tuma Thurman was out there. She had no reaction.
She sees the woman on the thing and is like, it looks like me, but it's not me. If I saw that, I would shit my pants.
But no one in this movie reacts to anything.
Okay, here's the other thing that happens. When finally we see Uma and Tuma and Ray Fiennes is like, I feel like I'm seeing double. And Uma Thurman goes, me too. You're not seeing yourself. You are the only person not seeing double because
you're
you are
seeing
not
single.
looking at yourself.
But
He also says that line about 5 times.
Everybody. That line is used constantly in an effort to allow Tuma Thurman to get away. She always gets away because people are like, now what? And she's like, walks right by.
the big flaw of this movie, well, one of the flaws is that the Secret Service, they go, okay, we have video footage of who they think is Uma Thurman breaking into this laboratory. And they go, you know what we need to do? We need to find her and then make her a secret agent. Good plan.
Yep.
Why not just arrest her right there?
She is their chief suspect.
They have video footage of her doing it.
Yep. And they're like, instead, we're going to put you together as part of a super spy team of weirdos.
Yeah. To find you.
To find me, yeah.
Which they have no inkling even exists.
They have no clues.
Yes. And
She
this goes-
finds a clue. She goes to Sean Connery's house and it's like, I found a clue. It's a snow globe with an umbrella in it.
Now let's go to the weather store.
Yeah.
And price out some weather.
And the thing about the weather store that was interesting is at the end, we heard the big plan. He's going to control the weather, but it seems like he's already selling the weather.
That's what I
like.
understand.
It's like
what is the
retail.
corporation?
Yeah.
What does the corporation Wonderland Weather do?
I don't know. I also don't know why no one shot him when he's in front of the UN because like at the end of that, he's like he would hit that ball and then everyone would be like, okay, so we'll see you. I guess we'll talk about this and we'll get back to you.
No,
like
what's crazier is Jim Broadbent is watching this on TV. They're at like some sort of UN type meeting, as you've seen, but with all of these nation heads, blah, blah, blah. They're all like, rah, rah, rah. He gives his speech, he hits the ball. Okay, we cut back into Jim Broadbent's like bunker, and the old lady spy comes in and is like, here's his list of demands. Whoa.
It's like when
Why
Obama
is
does the
that-
State of the Union. Like the minute it starts, they send it out so you
Sure,
can be out.
that would be like if Obama was having like a meeting with someone who was like, these are our demands for this, and then like a low-level person walked into the head of the CIA and was like, yeah, that guy on TV, this is what he's talking about. That makes no sense. They would have killed that old lady instantly.
I felt like watching this movie felt like if you ever have like a spouse or a friend that's like, hey, let's go out with all my old high school friends, and they go out and they just do inside jokes the entire night, and you sit there and you're like, you're never. I'm trying to, because it's like I feel like they felt like, yeah, we got it.
Yeah, it would be like that if you met your friend's old friends and they were all mannequins, and he was filling in all the old jokes that they had together, and you realize I'm sitting with my friend and 6 mannequins, and he's laughing at the stories they're telling.
If you told me this was written by like a weather-obsessed 11-year-old,
That's the first
I'd be like, oh, now I get it.
I didn't understand though when he kisses Uma Thurman at the end to suss out if that's Uma or Tuma. I don't understand that moment because he's never kissed her before.
Right. But it makes his dick hard.
So
Right? Those are the lines. It makes his dick hard, and he's like, so I knew it was you. Because Tuma Thurman wouldn't be able to make his dick hard.
For him.
But to me, that was a really mistimed moment. Again, structure-wise, a big fight on a hot air balloon, a big death. They come face to face. The guy and the girl that you've been following the whole movie, they have a big triumphant kiss. They've saved the day. And then you look, and it's like 25 minutes left in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. Like they wrote an end in the middle of the movie.
Yeah.
Which is bizarre. Arguably.
Yeah, 100%. Because what then happens is pointless.
Can we hear some of their sexual innuendo stuff?
If this is the boot scene,
Yes.
I'm gonna leave. I found this scene to be so
because it turns you on so much?
No. First of all, I've never seen a foreplay scene where boots are going on, not off. And it was so strange and weird. But let's watch it.
You'd like to watch it again? All right, here we go. Boots going on. Uma Thurman in her red catsuit.
You live alone, no Mrs. Steed?
Since you ask, Mrs. Steed lives in Wiltshire. My mother.
I had you down as a creature of habit. A bachelor's life.
It's worked quite well until now.
Don't tell me you never met the right girl.
Well, there's always the exception.
That proves the rule.
Quite. You're exceptional in many things. But duty comes first.
Ew.
A time and place for everything.
Putting on the boot.
Now is definitely the time.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
And place.
He puts it on her. Oh, oops. And they both have like a very pained look. It looks like he's like putting it in like it's a metaphor for like.
It's like he's trying to fuck her, but she's dry.
Yes. I was trying to figure out a way to say that, but yeah, that's exactly it.
Like, it's not, the boot is not going on easily.
Well, because she's wearing a red leotard that I think is like footed.
Oh yeah, she's wearing like a jumpsuit that has feet like footy pajamas.
Yeah, so there's no way to snug that boot in.
And I'm sure that boot is not meant to go over something that is that thick.
No, those are thick.
Yes.
Thick.
Keep going. It's not like
stockings. They looked so. I hated it.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta wear a stocking before you get a boot on to be safe.
Oh yeah, no, you gotta. You can't just go jamming a boot on like raw dog.
By the way,
you don't want to rock out a boot without taking some protection for your feet.
Something earlier, she mentioned she wanted a pair of boots.
No, he gets them for her because they have the tracking device in them, and I think he sets it up so that he can keep tabs on
I'm
her.
telling you, this has never happened to me before, I swear. I had a hard time hearing this movie. Even now, I thought, listen to them, listen to them. I could not hear them. I can't understand what they're saying.
Yeah, I kept writing, nobody on earth talks like this to each other.
Thank you, because I didn't get that at all, that these were, I thought he was just buying her a pair of boots.
Well, don't you remember when they were at the clothing store having the sword fight?
Yes.
That scene that started halfway through a rapier battle?
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, I've been I've been here for almost a week in New York, walking around, going to some stores, doing a little shopping, getting into sword fights. While they prepare my bulletproof waistcoats.
I just want to reiterate this. She's not a special agent of any kind. She's a scientist who is really good at sword fighting and fighting, and she's a scientist.
Because her father wanted a son.
Oh. Wow.
Which explains it all.
I guess it's time to talk about the bear costumes.
Do you have a picture we can just...
I have a picture. I have the whole scene
because...
I
don't want to watch the whole scene, Paul. We're playing too many clips. Please, no. Just a photo.
When this happened, I gasped.
I can't believe it.
I could not believe this.
Sean Connery holds a meeting in a room full of brightly colored giant people in bear costumes.
In gummy bears or the Grateful Dead dancing bears.
Yeah, Grateful Dead dancing bears. That's what they look like. And they're giant, bulky costumes. And clearly Sean Connery didn't do the first part of the scene where the head was on. No. He was like, I'm not going to put on that dumb head. The body language changes almost entirely if you just look at... So for those at home, just picture... Yes, go ahead.
Why does security need to be in bear costumes? They're protecting the anonymity of the guys at the table, which I kind of get. But why does security have to put something on that would directly prohibit them from doing their jobs?
Well, Jason, once you're in that bear head, you're seeing like a tiny, tiny bit of the world.
You can't pick up a gun.
No.
You have paws. You are security.
Au contraire. These people we see after this meeting are functioning in their bear costumes.
Yes.
Literally working on a construction site.
Yeah, and
in
running
full
around.
Bear costume. Like, when was the costume supposed to come off? It felt like that was just for this. And they're like, all right, everyone go back to work now. Go work on your science experiment. And then, they're disposable, too, because Eddie Izzard just kind of takes his off and chucks it in the dumpster.
I need you to chill out, bro. I need you to chill out, bro.
I will just show you the opening of this where Sean Connery is just listen and, well, not listen, but just watch. And you see the dramatic body change here.
Welcome to Wonderland weather, here in our London headquarters. Now allied with our colleagues from Brawley, together we will make history. You all know who I am, and I know all of you.
Now, he is gesticulating there as if he's on Barney. Like it's waves and hook and oh shucks and
everyone in the bear costume is like nodding along. Like
do you think
so
they were told
overt.
To get into character?
Yeah.
Or did they just once they have that bear costume on
I think that there was no way that they could take that bear head off, because when he takes it off, it looks like
huge.
Well, his head's so small in this costume. Where was it being held to?
Why do this? Why do this?
I don't know.
This?
I don't know.
He knows who they are.
There's nothing about
they don't know who each other are.
Yeah,
no.
There's nothing about the movie that is, in other aspects, this playful. You know what I mean? Everybody could certainly wear masks for anonymity, but why big, giant, furry bear costumes? Teddy bear style bear costumes.
He doesn't seem to be that kind of a cheeky character.
I don't like this.
He doesn't seem
This is
to.
not comfortable.
Jason is referring
I'm
to
still
his
struggling with these beds.
the bed couches that we are on. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be cheeky in any way. He only seems to be intimidating in every way. There's so many better ways to hide everyone's anonymity.
Yeah, and part of this whole thing ties into a larger thing that I honestly wasn't sure when this movie took place. Whether it was in the 60s or in the 90s, except it was like in the 60s with like cool technology, or in the 90s with stuff that I've kind of seen already anyway. Sure. Except for like
there's elements
bees.
of this that that they share with like Kingsman.
Yes.
Kingsman also has like their secret agents as part of a side bit that is well tailored, and that's a part of how they operate and blah blah blah. But like you know what'll blow you away? This movie takes place in 2043.
Wow. So
I hated the way this movie looked. I liked the opening sequence, and then after that, I just...
Wait, you liked the opening sequence? When it was the obstacle course of what happens.
Like
you know what? We're going to put you through a super spy obstacle course, one in which you're walking through the streets of a quaint English town and everybody's trying to kill you.
And they treat it like, oh, be careful. No, everyone tried to kill him except for the nuns, but it wasn't
But
like...
had he shot at them, those would be dead nuns.
Yeah.
Who'd done nothing wrong.
That's true.
He didn't have a gun. He fist fights everybody.
Was the potted plant falling the first attack?
Yes.
Yes.
seems like it. Yes.
Wow. That's a real
But it's
gentle
almost like he
assault.
found a mark. He walked straight to a place and then had to be like, oops. He must have, what's the plan? Well, if he walks anywhere near this, we're going to drop this plant on him.
That guy is up there all the time through every
And are there guys
test.
in all the upper windows with plants? If he gets here.
And just waiting I wish they walked down the sidewalk because then I could do my plant drop.
Yeah. Also, what is that training you for? How many assassins are using potted plant as their weapon? How is that part of it?
You never know.
This is something I really want to show you guys. I'm not even going to explain it to you, but, I will a little bit. Did you notice that there's nobody in this movie?
Nobody in the movie? Yes!
Yes.
Yeah.
There is a grand total of, I think, 22 people that appear in this movie. Yeah.
If you are not a speaking character. So this is the producer that Averill found talking about, why it's cool. Here we go.
Stuart Craig and Jeremiah Chechik have created London I would like to live in. It's clean, very, very clean. There are no billboards, no signs, no traffic. It's really nice. I mean, you could get from downtown London to the country in 20 minutes.
And then we see every scene in the movie where they're outdoors and there's no one. Not a person, not another car. Just always empty. It's never, ever, ever shown people. London Bridge, empty. Streets, empty. People don't even react to the weather changing because there's no people.
There are no reaction shots. There's no extras in this movie.
And by the way, that producer kind of being a dick, that's the London I like to live in. Clean, no billboards.
One in which a genocide has been committed against the people of London.
I love London, but I hate the people, the traffic, and everything about it.
I want to live in a dystopian wasteland with old cars.
So it's
you would presume from this movie, the only people that exist still on Earth are villains and the people that are fighting them. And that's it.
When Sean Connery captures Uma Thurman, it seems like he's like, you're not going to remember. I don't even understand what's going on here. So he has Uma Thurman, which, as we understand her to be, she's a clone. So everything like Uma, but not.
But she doesn't talk, really. She doesn't have a personality.
That we know of.
Sure. Oh, maybe on her downtime, she's a real cool gal.
I'll blow your mind and give you the fact that that has been left out. She's a robot.
What?
I'm sorry, what now?
Yeah. She's a robot, and when they re-edited the film, they thought that was too complex to introduce, so they just said she's a clone. So she's a robot.
So in the first scenario where she's a robot, they happen to create her in the...
Well, if we want to get into what the real plot of the movie is, it will kind of throw you for a loop.
Why try and control the weather if you can build Uma Thurman robots? Like, if you can accomplish that, you're gonna be great. Like, you can just build robots like forever and work towards the singularity. Like, why then be like, well, I want to control the weather? My robot will help, I guess.
She just seems to do like hard labor. Like, I mean, she doesn't seem to, yeah. But yet, you would imagine he could have sex with that robot. It's very ex machina, right?
Wait, what?
What? Paul.
No. Why are you shaking your head?
Why would you imagine that?
I would imagine that if you're going to build a fully functioning robot, you're going to make all the holes in the right spots.
That is so many other reasons to build robots,
But not a sexy
especially-
robot.
You could actually maybe like put the holes in some of the wrong spots. Just to see what happens.
But you're building a sexy robot. Like, don't you think that you guys saw her as totally sexless then?
I just don't think that you should assume if you're setting out to build a robot that you're
Paul.
gonna fuck that robot.
That's like kind of gross.
Reasons.
All right.
It's kind of gross, Paul, that you would like take it to such a sexual place like that. I just am like...
I'm not even sure that she was a robot. You might even just be putting your weirdness all over this thing. Just like, oh yeah, I read this thing, she's a robot.
Oh yeah, she's a sex robot.
I have some of the plot of the original movie, which is the movie was to open with Uma Thurman breaking into the base. We see her breaking into the base, and then they call John Steed to go get her, so you're on her
Tuma.
side. Tuma. But you don't know it's Tuma. You think it's Uma, and then they had all these flashbacks throughout the movie.
What about Oprah?
Yeah,
That's a terrible David Letterman joke. Guys.
Basically, I mean, the actual plot of the movie, seeing all the scenes that were cut out, it was
Doesn't even do.
Yeah, it doesn't even do. Basically, there was a lot more guessing if she had multiple personalities or if she was...
Oh, so you're saying the movie could have had more guessing?
Well, you know what I think there was a big misstep in Tuma actually replacing Uma at one point.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that was
like
a real missed opportunity. Yeah. For
that would have been
some
great.
fun, you know.
I agree. That would have been very fun.
It would have been a great time.
Averill pointed out something to me that I thought was interesting to point out. Again, it's a very visual thing, but the fighting is very lackluster. And
the fighting this is some of the worst staged fight sequences I've ever seen.
It's as if I think what a real fight between Eddie Izzard and Uma Thurman would look like. It's a little sloppy and like shaky. So I will show you this, just the fight scene here, because it really...
You're making us watch a lot of this.
Sorry.
This is the fight that takes place on wires.
Yeah. So he shakes wires violently, climbs, and then he falls sloppy. That's the coolest moment. Now he's spinning. She crawls back, and then what is she gonna do?
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake. That's the fight scene.
I also have to say, if this orb, I don't even know what it is. I don't know what that thing is.
What do you think it probably is?
I think it's like the nucleus of this operation. I don't know what it is or what it does, but I know it's important. But if that's so important, like those cables were not on properly.
Yeah, those cables shouldn't be rocketing out with a couple of hard shakes. Does anyone, before we get to the audience, which we'll do it just a second, but does anyone want to take a guess of what happened to Sean Connery at the end when he does get hit by the lightning bolt? And
What happens to everybody who gets hit by lightning? They are carried into the sky by lightning.
And sucked up into the clouds to then stop weather.
Yeah, because that's how lightning works, like a hand from the sky.
Do you also think it's weird that Eddie Izzard is like this comedian and then they gave him like literally 0 lines in the entire movie? Like he was just to pantomime. It's like, we have you. And they also cast Sean Ryder from Happy Mondays was also one of the goons, which I think is great.
But they also like the lack of people in the movie goes all the way down the line. The idea that Sean Connery's like bad guys is just like kind of 6 guys that look like mods, you know what I mean? Who are immediately terrible fighters. Like his grand villain plan, it has like nobody to help him out, you know, except like a bunch of dummies and like a bagpipe.
Well, when he's Cosbying Uma, the doorbell rings. He's like, "Oh, I have to go get it."
Yeah.
He lives in such a palatial mansion.
Yeah.
The fact that he doesn't have a servant is so disturbing to me. It's like, you got to get your own door?
And he's like, I'm about to be the worst. But I guess I got to go answer the door.
Yeah, just let them keep on knocking.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You wouldn't want to put your bedroom that close to the door anyway. I mean, that's just kind of an architectural problem.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, I'm sure that you people out here have some questions that you need answered. Raise your hand, and well, all right, I'll come to you guys right now. And let's see here. All right, we'll come over here. All right, sir, what's your name, and what is your question?
My name is Jack, and I'm wondering why Invisible Jones, is it? Yeah, Invisible Jones gets 4th billing in the credits at the end.
Invisible Jones is the guy who does the exposition jump. The reason I think why he gets it is because he was the original star of the Avengers TV show.
Oh, is it like Patrick McGowan? Is that who it is?
Yeah, McNee or McGowan, yeah.
Got it.
So that, not really a funny answer, but
Do you
a
think he
truthful
was
one.
so old and weird looking because he's so old that they just like, let's make him invisible?
It's a real insult to him to be like, you were the male lead. Now, Diana Rigg was like, no thank you. She passed wholesale on this movie. All right, sir, your name and your question. Go ahead.
My name is Jeff, and my question is, what were they avenging?
Great question.
Great question. Great question.
It's so true. I kept on wondering, like, did the weather somehow, like, destroy their lives? What are they avenging?
It was Ray Fiennes' parents were killed by a good movie. So this is their chance to fight back.
At a certain point in the beginning, Ray Fiennes is like, oh, we're fighting our enemies if we even still have any enemies. Yeah. And I was like, are they so good at their jobs that they've just eradicated all bad guys? Nope. Here comes
no one
Sean
else is
Connery.
left in the world. The world is empty.
There is only 40 people left in Britain.
The tagline of this movie was, extraordinary crimes against the people and the state must be avenged.
No refunds. And they put that at the very end of it.
But here's the weird thing, too. We never saw the weather actually do any harm.
Not really.
Not really, as far as I could see.
It just got, like, snowy.
It was rainy.
It was raining and it snowed.
All right.
We've all been through that.
Here you go. Your name, your question. I'll hold the mic.
Carmelina Lally.
You don't have to give your full name. We're not like going to check you.
Social security number.
1, 2, 3. Did anyone else think that the flower in the pot in the glass thing looked like a vagina?
Great question. Jason?
Here's the thing. I don't need your kind of perverted grossness coming to a family podcast, but like that pussy flower needed to get fucked. I mean, when he took the magnifying glass away, it was like red and wet.
It was essentially a more graphic George O'Keeffe painting.
Yes. And
all right.
by the way, if any of us think Sean Connery is not fucking those flowers, in addition to Paul's sex robot theory, he 100% is.
Do you think he chokes the flowers like that choking thing? I still
those
can't
flowers are filthy.
Okay, sir, your name and your question.
Okay, my name's Matt, and as an
Oh, I was gonna say you're great. You're an English person. This is gonna be great.
Oh, so hang on.
Yeah.
Will you please explain this movie to us? And what the fuck is wrong with your people that you did this?
That's what I was wondering. Do you guys, is that what people think, that we all drive around with cars that deliver tea? And
You know what? If I had had this on just without the sound on, I would have considered it a documentary of your life. Because you basically you guys have inbred yourselves out of existence. There's only like 50 of you left driving around in old cars being like, we've lost our minds.
Just so you guys understand how much time tea is referenced in the movie, here's a quick supercut of the tea moments.
Time for tea.
Tea? Everyone goes home for tea. After tea.
Is the pot warm?
Always. More tea?
I did it all!
Tea?
Tea? What am I doing here?
Having tea.
Lucky if I didn't get the tea trolley.
So a lot of tea, Yes.
Do you think that
Yeah, go ahead.
her accent is so bad in the movie, it almost makes Ralph Fiennes seem like he's doing a British accent.
I agree with that.
Also.
He
He's just
doesn't seem like he's a real British guy.
No, halfway through it starts to seem like he's like Frasier. He's like some like smart American guy. You almost start to just assume is kind of British also.
Do you think that he dumbed down his accent to help Uma Thurman? He's like, you know what? This is not going to fly, so I'll make my accent kind of bad, too.
Just smear the whole thing. Nobody will know.
If you can't come to me, I will have to come to you so that we at least sound similar enough that this is believable / this is not believable at all.
Yes, your name, your question.
Name's Bill, but I need to bring up Uma with the lines of cocaine on the table that she has. That if you don't notice that is totally fucked up.
Where was that?
That's first scene in the movie. She totally has 5 lines of cocaine.
Yeah.
Uma or Tuma?
Uma. But no, she totally has 5 lines of cocaine laid out on the table.
Bro, I'm gonna need you to chill out on this cocaine. And he's like, all this cocaine, right? I mean, the movie is cocaine, right? Like, this guy is in a full body sweat.
You could sit down. You could sit down.
And is nobody gonna do those? Like, is nobody gonna do those lines? Like, can we get in there? Does anybody know where that coke is now?
What, do you think it was prop coke or like real coke?
What was that? Was that real coke?
We should do coke and figure it out.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I couldn't focus on the rest of the movie because I was like, nobody's doing that coke.
So she says coke in front of her, Tom? Is that what happened?
It's in the very first, when she gets the chocolates delivered.
Okay.
She's sitting at the kitchen counter, and there's clearly just...
But maybe it's like scientific, like molecules and stuff.
Hold on, wait. Scientific molecules?
She's like testing out.
What?
I don't know. Isn't she a scientist? I don't
Why are you protecting her?
I don't know.
Scientific molecules.
Molecules, like atoms and stuff, whatever.
Hey, do you think that she's doing a science experiment?
Ooh, maybe.
Wait a minute, though. Do you think those are scientific molecules that she's snorting up her nose?
Possibly, like
to get into like
protons and
a really
ions
good
and stuff.
a really good mental state to think up new business ideas?
Possibly.
I do want to talk to this gentleman here because he has a handwritten note on an iPad, and I feel like
also a 3-piece suit.
Yes. Are you dressed for the show?
Yes.
All right, he's dressed for the show. All right, your question. He's got a pen. All right, here we go. All right.
We haven't talked about how good Father is blind. She can fly a weather balloon completely blind, fight completely blind, get into a car completely blind. I think she's Daredevil.
That was the question. He put on a suit.
Not a question. So your conjecture is that in the movie The Avengers, father is Daredevil.
I'll go one further and also say we assume she is blind. They've never said it.
I assume
didn't
she
know
is
she
likely
was
not
blind.
blind. What?
I didn't think she was blind.
Yeah, I think she is not blind.
She is blind, but there's no exposition to explain it. In
How
the
do you know
bigger
she's
script,
blind?
I don't know, but in the bigger script they explain it, but that was a big plot point they took out, that she's
Can
blind.
you be in this movie and not in the other movie for 2 seconds?
All right, your name and your question.
My name is Corbett, and I was wondering...
Foreman?
Corbett.
Corbett.
Corbin Burnson? Corbett?
He's got a question about Major League 3 Back to the Minors. Go ahead.
No, more like John Corbett, like Sex and the City, John Corbett.
Yes, John, I get it. Okay, we got Corbett. All right, Corbett, not
Corbett,
Corbin.
like John Corbett.
Yes, we got it. We made a
Yeah, my
joke, and
big
you
fat
corrected
Greek
us
wedding.
now. Corbett. Yes, Corbett. Everyone at home taking notes, it's Corbett. All right, here we go. Your question.
The scene where he's naked in the sauna, like he's clearly expecting her to arrive. Everyone else seems totally surprised that she's arrived, but is he naked there waiting, like, for her?
That's the question. Is he...
He wants her to find him naked?
So is he trying to show off his junk for her? Because she checks out his junk. She does one of those like, huh.
Well, here's the thing. She finds him naked. And I think, yes, the intention is that he will be naked and see what she does. And what she does is she walks around so that she can see his dick. So I think that's them being like, oh, I'll take your challenge and I'm going to try and make you uncomfortable. And there's like more sexual innuendo like lines there that are not good.
Also, when she walks into that gentleman's club, they're like, women haven't been allowed in this club since 17th, blah, blah, blah. But the men react as if they've never seen a woman.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
yeah.
Godzilla, it's like, which I think it would be like a little bit more subtle. By the way, that's the only reaction in the movie and of any level. Let's see who has.
It seems like that's where all the people are.
And doesn't it seem like the most uncomfortable thing ever would be to be naked in a steam room reading a newspaper?
Doesn't
that
with
seem
the ink possibly transferring.
It would get soggy so fast.
Ink smeared all over your hands.
Oh, no, I can't imagine.
And he also brought his hat in there that he really cherished.
Yeah.
But the hat would have gotten really bent out of shape.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. You don't want to, and you don't want to get that hat real moist.
You know what it is those lockers don't have locks on them. So, and he's just nervous about leaving it there because he loves that hat.
Losing that hat.
All right, your name, your question.
My name is Megan, and my question is, if Sean Connery has the power of the weather at his disposal and he can use lightning, why does he send giant wasps to chase them down in the car?
Giant what?
An amazing question, actually.
The bugs,
Oh,
like the
yeah.
remote control insects. That was like a real Wild Wild West giant robot spider moment. I was like, ooh, what are we doing now? Why do they have this again? Okay, here's the thing. Sean Connery has now invented a functional badass robot that looks like Uma Thurman that he no doubt fucks, according to Paul Scheer. And an army of well-armed flying insects that have like machine guns on them. He is so capable with only those two things, he needn't try and control the weather. That's not a part of it. Just saying.
Do you believe in global warming?
What's that?
Do you believe in global warming?
Well, no, that's... No. No.
I just realized a question I should have been asking in the audience before, so I'm going to do it with you for the first time. We have a couple more questions here, but in your best Sean Connery voice, say your name and then ask your question. And if you could do them both in the Sean Connery voice, I'll take it.
My name is Peter.
Oh my God! Wow!
Take a bow.
Wow.
Take a bow, Peter.
First
Take
off,
a bow.
I just wanted to let June know that both of them are 5'11", according to the internet.
Come on.
And second, in the sauna, he says you don't play by the rules. He invited her there, and he's surprised that she broke in. I was just very confused.
Amazing, amazing. You're going to get I'll give you that free poster.
Wow.
Well, June, you just got burned.
How's
I
that
don't
feel?
believe that. I don't believe it. So I feel fine.
Somebody call Starlee Klein and let's do a follow-up to her mystery show episode where she measures Jake Gyllenhaal. Let's get her out there with measuring tape for Ray Fiennes and Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman is a very tall woman. She's probably 5'11", sure. But he is not.
You think he's lying upwards?
Yes.
And maybe she's lying down. Maybe she's like 6'2".
Maybe.
But it's like, that is too tall.
Do you think he got measured wearing the hat?
Possibly.
All right, who has a good question? Really, if you have confidence in your question. All right, Sean Connery it up. Here we go.
My name is Eli.
Great.
Pretty good.
Good.
So the only time in the movie where we see the Black Widow Scarlett Johansson catsuit is on Tuma, and all of a sudden at the end, Uma
is wearing
the catsuit. How does she get it? Is she Tuma, or did they pillage the dead body of Tuma from the blimp?
Wait,
so
isn't
she can
Uma
dress
wearing
up?
a different catsuit though?
She's wearing a
Same
red
belt
one
buckle.
at one point in the
Wag
movie.
your finger at me, young lady. No, I don't appreciate being scolded by girl in second row.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I think Uma as the actress is most comfortable in a catsuit. And so maybe
she looked good in
it.
Kill Bill. She's in kind of a catsuit
She
too.
looks great in a catsuit.
And do you think Quentin Tarantino, when he saw her like fighting in this thing, was kind of like, we're gonna have to unlearn some stuff here before we start filming Kill Bill? Yeah, that's not the way you'll be swinging a sword in this movie.
Our final question here, right, is from somebody that you may recognize from one of our last New York episodes. We've been talking over here, so sir, you can do your question right now.
Thank you. Last year at the TMNT Secret of the Ooze episode... Adam Pally thought my big question was going to be proposing to my very embarrassed girlfriend who's sitting here next to me. And last year after the show, she said, "You should have done it." And I said, "I know I should have." So... I'm sorry. I'm sorry that this is for a movie that you only could watch 36 minutes of.
Do it in a Sean Connery accent.
Oh, no. And I know you wish that they did Pauly Shore's Son-in-Law tonight, because it's one of your favorite movies and would be perfect for the How Did This Get Made canon. So in the presence of 3 of our favorite people in the entire world, will you accept this mission?
Amazing!
Congratulations. She said yes.
That is great. Guys, that's pretty good.
Kumate, 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 kumate.
Or True Love Day, True Love Day, True Love Day. And this is awkward and so exciting, but like, you guys are gonna take a while to get married. Like, if you want to go out and hang out a little bit, I'm invited. Great, thank you, thank you. I will be there. That was terrific.
Suck it, LA audiences. New York gets married.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. We're wrapping up here, but before we do, I want to first tell you, if you want to understand how this movie actually got made, our great friend and author, Blake Harris, who's been doing these amazing How Did This Get Made articles, who's here tonight, Blake is here, he spoke to the director. The director...
Where are you, Blake?
Where are you, Blake? He's over there.
Oh, there he is.
All right, Blake is over here.
Give it up for Blake Harris!
You got this director to talk about a lot of stuff. One of the things he does want to do is re-edit this movie for free. But I don't know if he told you that, but this is, so you have a very in-depth story with him. You can read that on slashfilm.com. But give it up for Blake. His amazing articles. If you haven't read them, they're great. If you have a question or a correction, an omission, an explanation, hope, whatever you want to call it, you can always leave it for us on our hotline, 619-PAUL-ASK.
Paul Ask.
No. 619-PAUL-ASK, A-S-K, all right?
Right? But if you call 619-PAUL-ASK,
it's a different line. It has nothing to do with the
all
show.
Paul butt talk.
It has nothing to do with the show.
Just talking butt, talking buns, talking cheeks.
We talk a lot about butts, but that's for something different, very different project. You can hear that on the Gimlet Network, doing a whole show about asses. It's great. So you can do stuff like this, and this is on every one of our new mini episodes. Take a listen. This is what you get.
What's up, jerks? It's Rob from South Bend, Indiana. Fuck, Marry, Kill. Dolph Lundgren, Masters of the Universe. Sean Connery in Zardoz, or Rowdy Roddy Piper in Hell Comes to Frogtown.
So he wants to know F, Marry, Kill, Dolph Lundgren in Masters of the Universe, Roddy Piper in Hell Comes to Frogtown, and what was the other one? Sean Connery in Zardoz. Anyone want to take a crack?
I don't remember any of these movies. I don't.
You like
I blacked them out. They're
You are
gone.
like a mind wipe happens
Yes,
afterwards.
You're moments away from forgetting this movie. Like,
It's gone.
I think you got to fuck Sean Connery from Zardoz because he's down for that. I think you got to kill Rowdy Roddy Piper because I don't want that. And you got to marry Dolph Lundgren because he's true of heart and he's going to make a good husband.
Yeah, I agree. That's a pretty good one. Except we know that Rowdy Roddy Piper is great at sex.
That's true. Tom, do you see any of those movies?
Look, this is the Casper Podcast Lounge. This is not the Serta thing. I'm not gonna talk about filth like that in the Casper Podcast Lounge.
But no, to be fair, if you're gonna fuck any of those folks, you should do it on a Casper mattress.
All right, it is now time for Second Opinion.
First is the worst, second is the best. Where can I get opinions off my chest? Thank you, Amazon. Tea?
Oh, he had a tea bag. Amazing.
That was great.
Brought his own prop.
That was great. Turn
That was
it into
amazing.
turn it into a dubstep song, internet.
That was fantastic. Love the prop. All right. So there were only 25 reviews total for this movie. Okay, so basically there are like 10 to 12 pages of reviews. This is the smallest reviewed movie ever. Nate Kiley compiled these, and here we go. 5 stars, 5 stars. If you like subtle, dry humor, please rejoice. Now, this is the thing that is unfortunately bad about this movie. The majority of 5-star reviews are kind of like this. To be completely honest, I can't be objective here. I'm a big fan of the Marvel movie franchise. And this is a worthy entry into that canon. The action is wonderful. The effects are astounding. The humor is always on hand. And more importantly, on point. And the end tag was just understated funny. I had to go out and try shawarma myself afterwards. 5 stars. A lot of them are Avenger reviews.
No, wait. But is that from someone who watched Avengers and then wrote the review in the wrong place? Or
Yes.
watched this movie
No.
thinking it was Marvel's The Avengers?
No, because they talk about shawarma, so that has to be Marvel's Avengers.
Oh, you're right.
How
Yeah,
great would
I
it
see.
be if at the end of, people sit for like 2 hours and 45 minutes through an Avengers movie, through the credits, and at the end it's Uma Thurman and Ray Fiennes do like a 1-minute scene. You're like...
When we don't have a lot of 5 stars, we do something called third opinions. And third opinions are when we actually read the bad reviews. And this is from a customer.
Oh.
And it goes like this. I quit halfway through, and I always finish movies. Unfortunately, I got suckered in by 1, the great price point for a Blu-ray. 2, a great-looking cover. 3, what I heard was a plot based on a cool old British TV spy program. And 5, some artificially high reviews from people... Oh, sorry, 4. From artificially high reviews from people who thought they were reviewing the Marvel's Avengers movies. Save your dough. It ain't worth it, and mine's going straight to my library as a donation. Would be sad if this is the reason why Connery stopped making movies. 1 star.
Did this movie come out before or after League of Extraordinary
This
Gentlemen?
is right before, then League followed it, and then it was done.
So he has a library of donated movies?
I think he means donating it to like his public library.
Yeah.
Straight to the library for donated movies. Is that the only way libraries get movies?
No, I think they buy them.
I think they get them.
Imagine that library seeing him coming through the door again with another one of his shitty purchases. This is for everybody else
thank
now.
you so much. Thank you. Trash.
And finally, for the first time ever, a 4th opinion. This is a rare 4-star review. Didn't watch it, can't wait to. 4 stars. By Mr. Salmon.
That was this December?
That was Mr. Salmon.
Oh, I wish that we could get a follow-up from him. Finally watched it. Pre-suicidal.
I want to end, but I also want to just talk about one thing that I don't think anyone realized, because if you're like me, you shut this off immediately when the credits rolled. But they got Grace Jones to kind of do a Goldfinger-esque...
Like a Bond-esque song.
Yeah, and it's just worth listening to just for a second or so to get the idea. It's like, it's such a Bond ripoff.
Strange weather.
Strange weather.
Strange weather.
So that is, if you want to hear the full Grace Jones version of Strange Weather.
Which we all definitely do.
Anything we didn't cover? Anything you guys want to bring up? Anything at all?
I'm trying to think. I feel like there was stuff I wrote down that was just... All this stuff where they would put chyrons up about, like, who people were.
Yeah.
And like, oh, the ministry, this is the ministry. I was like, why? That always was unnecessary to me. I kept taking notes about how few people there were.
I just want to say, I'm turning this over my head. I really have nothing against, I don't see height. I don't see height.
Why?
You don't see height.
I don't.
I felt like they were bad spies. Like when they get to, every time they are forced with a decision in the field, they make the wrong decision. Like to enter a hedge maze. And then once they enter the hedge maze, they're like, we should split up. We should split up to get through this. Like, no.
And then a man who's so good at being aware of everything basically lets himself get distracted by an umbrella. He's like, oh, umbrella. Oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? The dumbest. There's a lot of mazes in this movie for no good reason, and that make no sense. Like when Uma Thurman keeps on running into the same room, I don't even understand how that works.
Something to do with the fact that there's no people left, and so he has no security other than like creating mazes around his compound.
Also, when Father is trying to get away with Uma Thurman, their mode of transport is a hot air balloon. What? No. It's very slow. It's wildly noticeable. You know where you don't blend in? Floating in the sky.
Also, it's not a quick getaway.
And the weather's terrible.
Yep.
Tom, anything else that we may have missed?
Just that they do that thing where when Ray Fiennes squares off with Sean Connery, it's like, oh, a little trick I learned in Istanbul when I do it's like, what is that, like every British person, like, it's like Mr. Belvedere when he was always talking about just like something I learned from the Maharaja.
Belvedere was a lot in this movie. There was a lot of Belvedere references.
Yeah, they should have just put him in it. That'd be
I love Mr. Belvedere.
He would have made a good version of Jim Broadbent's character.
I felt so bad for Jim Broadbent's character. It always looked like they were putting tons of dandruff on his clothes, and it always looked like he was wearing like a wet diaper.
Well, that is it.
In a sexy way, though.
Yeah. Tom, obviously people can listen to you on one of my favorite podcasts, The Best Show. And if they've never heard The Best Show, they could get into The Best Show by listening to The Best Show Gems, also on iTunes. Both free podcasts.
Yeah. Thebestshow.net.
All right. Well, we loved having you here. What do we want to plug here? You can visit us on our Facebook page. You can also visit us on HDTGM on Twitter. June?
I'd like to plug the second season of Grace and Frankie, which is streaming on Netflix. And also Lady Dynamite on Netflix with Maria Bamford. It's amazing, and I'm in a couple episodes.
Yeah. I'm also a little bit in Lady Dynamite, and I
never saw you there.
Huh?
I never saw you there.
I asked to not be in any of your episodes. Which is wonderful. Maria Bamford's new wonderful show that is on Netflix. And that's it.
I will plug a show that I co-created called Filthy Preppy Teens on the Full Screen app. What's Full Screen app? It's like Hulu or Netflix, but younger. Check it out. It's
but younger.
Younger.
It's for you kids.
Millennial Netflix. No, it's a super fun show for in the world of Gossip Girl and Pretty Little Liars and stuff like that. A big thank you to Vulture Fest. A big thank you to Blake Harris. A big thank you to Averill Halley. A big thank you to John Delore. A big thank you to everybody here at Earwolf. July Diaz, Nate Kiley, Marissa Zeitz, Leanna Waldron, Averill Halley. If I didn't say it, I said it now. Thank you all, New York. Thank you for coming. The merch table is open. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
New York City!